Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioStation.
Hello LumioStation, and a very Merry Christmas to every single one of you. Welcome to a special festive edition of Pokémon DataDex. Today we're looking at Delibird. Before we start, I'd like to remind you again, please do suggest what Pokemon I can look at in the future. This episode is kind of in honour of Nappy and his love of Delibird at the moment. So let's get started. So first, look at the main characteristics of Delibird. He is the delivery Pokemon and is an Ice Flying type. He is number 225 in the National Pokédex and also appears in the Mountain Kalos Pokédex as number 90. Delibird is 2 foot 11 inches tall, or 0.9 meters, and weighs 33.5 pounds or 16 kilograms. Delibird is in the Water 1 group and also the Field group for breeding, and its male-female ratio is 50%, 50%, so 50-50, equal chance of getting either. Delibird doesn't evolve at all, so it hasn't got any pre-evolutions or evolutions, so yeah. And looking at the base stats quickly, we can see overall its base stats are quite low. It has very low health points, defense and special defense. It has a higher speed, and then special attack is slightly higher than its attack, which is again just a bit higher than its defenses and health points. So if we quickly look at Delibird's typing and analyse it, it resists bug and grass types, and is weak to rock, steel, fire and electric types. Very worthwhile pointing out that it is actually 4 times weak to rock type moves, just to keep that in mind because of its ice flying type. And it's immune to ground type moves, which is obviously because of its flying type, and it takes neutral damage from normal, fighting, flying, poison, ghost, water, psychic, ice, dragon, dark and fairy types. So it has obviously more weaknesses than resistances, and yeah, it's nothing really too prominent to pick out, but it doesn't have that great a typing. Next up, if we take a look at its abilities, first up we have a Vital Spirit, which prevents it from falling asleep. Then we also have Hustle, which boosts the attack stat but lowers accuracy of physical moves, it's worthwhile pointing out. And also then the Hidden ability, which is completely useless in this case because it's Insomnia, which also prevents the Pokemon from falling asleep. So there's absolutely no reason for you to use the Hidden ability because it's the same as one of the regular abilities. So if we then quickly look at the highlighted moves section, level 1, or sort of the basic, it learns Present, obviously because that's Delibird's signature move. It's a normal type move. They're all physical moves here, as you can see. TM31 it can learn, which is Brick Break, a fighting type. TM40 Aerial Ace, a flying type this time. 2 ice type moves, but they're both egg moves. They're not actually like learnt by leveling up or anything, which are Ice Punch and Ice Shard. And then we also have TM01 Focus Punch, and it's only TM01 in Generation 4, so if you really want this move on a Delibird, you have to teach it on Generation 4 and transfer the Delibird all the way up to Generation 6. I don't know if you can breed Focus Punch down or not, but yeah, that's how you do it, which is obviously a fighting type anyway. So you can see here all the moves we have are actually physical attacking moves. We don't have any status moves, and that's because, as you'll find out in the Wi-Fi battling setup in a few seconds actually, Delibird is not going to last that long in battle, so you really want to get in and do as much damage as possible. Okay, so on to the Wi-Fi setup. There's only really one Wi-Fi setup to use for Delibird, and even this isn't too amazing, but here we go. The moves are going to be Aerial Ace, Ice Punch, Ice Shard, and Focus Punch or Brick Break. Its ability will be Hustle, Nature, Jolly, held item being a Choice Band and EVs, maximum attack, maximum speed, and put the rest in special defense. Okay, so first up the moves. Here we have Aerial Ace, which is obviously a flying type move that always hits. Ice Punch, a strong ice type move. Ice Shard, an ice type move that always goes first. And also then Focus Punch, which is a move that takes 1 turn to charge up, and then a second turn I think to use, from what I can remember. And obviously Brick Break is the alternative to that, which is another strong fighting type move. Now the reason we got such a sort of not a wide range of choices, but very similar range of choices, is because of the ability Hustle, which is going to increase your attack but lower your accuracy of physical moves. So that's why Aerial Ace is a good choice, because we get stab from it and it's a definite hit. So we get the attack boost and we're definitely going to hit with it. Ice Shard is also a good move because you go first, because Delibird isn't an amazingly speedy Pokemon, but you will need to be faster than some opponents to actually hit them and get some damage in, because obviously rock type moves and fire type moves are going to be very strong against you, and that is not going to be good for you. So you really want to get the hits in straight away, and that's why we got a Jolly Nature. Now Jolly Nature increases your speed and lowers your special attack. Now you'll notice with the base stats of Delibird, it does actually have higher special attack than physical attack. although with the ability Hustle, the physical attack then is boosted higher than the special attack, which is why we're not using the special attack. So, that's pretty much that, yeah. that's all I can say there. The held item there, your choice band, increases your attack by 50%, obviously, but also then, unfortunately, as you know, only allows the use of the first move selected, sorry. Which means obviously once you've used one move, you're going to stick with it or switch out. Delibird is not really a Pokemon you're going to be staying in battles for a long time with, so you really don't need to worry about this too much. You can go for the Ice Punch if you're feeling like you're feeling lucky, if you're feeling you're possibly going to be faster than the opponent, or you can go for the Ice Shard instead if you think you want to go first. The Aerial Ace obviously is a good move and choice when you definitely need to hit them, and you can just hope that you're faster than the opponent. And the Brick Break is I don't know. You could say it's a better choice than Focus Punch, but obviously Focus Punch has the definite hit in there. However, it does take a turn to sort of charge up. So what happens to the Focus Punch is it's charged up at the first, and then it happens at the end. So really, it just depends on what opponent you're fighting, whether you want a Focus Punch or a Brick Break. Obviously, you can't decide, so it's just really up to you whether to use a Focus Punch or another of your moves. Brick Break is obviously a good move anyway, but it's obviously the fact that you haven't got a definite hit on that. So it's just down to you really. Eevee's obviously maximum attack and speed, because then we're using attack to attack, and speed when we try as fast as possible, and we're putting the rest in special defense just to sort of boost that stat up a bit. It's just one of the three, defense, special defense, or health points. You could really choose defense or special defense. It just depends on whether you want your Delibird to be slightly more bulky physically or specially. It's just up to you really. So guys, that's I think all I have to say for Delibird today. A fairly short episode because Delibird isn't overall an amazing Pokemon in competitive, although Nappy will probably disagree with me on this. Anyway, thank you for watching guys, I hope you all have a brilliant Christmas, Merry Christmas to one and all, and I hope you enjoy the content from LumioseStation that's already out this year, and the stuff that will soon come in the new year. Thanks for watching guys, I'll be seeing you next time, goodbye.